Because it's the one down below it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
this one, I mean,
So yeah, like potassium too.
So you just. So it's saying like 1 bromopropane plus G, like.
Plus KSH makes that.
Oh.
You have to read the question too. Show how you might use nucleophilic substitution to synthesize each of the following compounds. So you're making that from this plus whatever you type in here.
Hey, okay. Can you do another drawing one for that?
That one's not right.
Probably wants the sodium with this too.
So when you're adding a sodium, all you're doing is you're counteracting the charge of the other stuff in it.
that's why.
And it doesn't have to be attached, it just has to be there.
Can you do the E, the one under NaN3?
This one's going to be trimethylamine, so it'd be in parentheses CH3 close parentheses.
Look at that.
3.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it? How about BR?
The
The
BR is
R's
already there.
on there.
Or is
See, it's bromopropane.
Okay. So we don't need to add Na too.
You only add a counter ion when it's got a negative charge or whatever. Let's see what this one was. Okay, so we want to make this. And it says draw the reactant and the necessary solvents or reagents. So the reactant here would be probably methyl bromide. So we're going to have a carbon with a bromine on it. And then we want to do an SN2. We want to put an I- on it. And then here we'd have an ethyl bromide first. And then again, we'd want to do SN2 with an I-.
How do you know how to make that?
They're all SN2 reactions, so I'm just picking whatever it is now with a bromide before.
Okay.
And then here we're going to want a hydroxide SN2. Same thing here, it'll be ethyl. And then a BR. And hydroxide SN2. This one will be methyl bromide. See what I'm doing? I'm just making it the same carbons with a bromine instead.
Gotcha.
On E, why we cannot use methyl iodide?
You probably could.
But that's wrong.
Well, then maybe it just wants you to do it with bromines. Let's see if it says,
Yeah.
it just says halides. But apparently it wants them all to be bromines. Anyway.
Why cannot use iodide?
I don't know.
I
I much prefer questions I can program myself, but I just don't have that kind of time for these.
thought iodine should be a better living group. So.
It should be, but the first one you had an iodine for a reactant, so I figured it had to be bromide instead, and then I kept using bromide for the rest of them. That's probably.
Can go back to 6.24. Even on E, you use brom or bromide for all.
Yeah, I use bromide on all.
Alright.
everybody do okay with this? You just kept trying until you got it right? Okay, well then let's talk about it. The leaving group would be a hydride, right, because you'd have to be removing a hydrogen, and,
Very strong base,
a very strong base,
powerful base.
and a very poor leaving group. So for a reaction to happen, you have to have,
This is hydride too.
this is another of the same, hydride,
Oh, and the base.
All of
And I
those
don't
are
know
the
what's
same.
this.
Oh no, here it's a
Carbon ion.
carbanion,
What's a carbon ion?
carbon with a negative charge.
Oh, okay.
This one doesn't work for SN2 because it's tertiary, because of steric hindrance, and the reaction will be, I'm gonna say E1,
E2.
because, is it E2?
Yeah, I think
That's a crappy base then.
the E2 is the one that make me use more than 4 try.
Yeah, almost every time you have elimination, it's an E2. E1 is very rare. Right here, the leaving group would have to be a methoxide. It's another strong base,
How do you know that?
because that's what would be left. If this attaches to here, you would have to lose all that. And it doesn't have a proton on it, so it'd be negative. I think you guys mostly just need to do more, get more experience and get more familiar with it. Because it's, I was thinking that the problems were gonna be
Like
just.
their reasoning for doing
Yeah.
what they're doing is what's the.
Yeah, I was thinking that you guys were just gonna be doing like silly stuff and you generally understood what you were doing, but it seems like it's more that you just don't.
We just don't
Don't
Yeah,
understand.
we sit all together.
We don't know
Yeah.
anything.
Can we go
We
into
don't.
transition state for 6.2?
I got them wrong when I did them on yours. Was it just that I had the, you, there were the wrong hydrocarbons there
The
already?
first one, I missed a carbon and I get it right now. But
Okay.
B, C, D, all wrong.
Okay.
So I don't know what.
Is the transition states right here? Okay. Alright, so this is the transition state for